Live, live, live. All right, I gotta share this out. I gotta share this. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. How's everybody doing? What up, y'all? Two people watching. How y'all doing? My guest ain't here. Oh, now we're down to one person. When somebody leaves that quick, man, that either says your life is boring, not interesting, I'm gonna go, or they went out and come back in real quick. Who knows? I like when they watch the lives, they actually stay in here and actually watch it and interact with us. Don't stay in here for like 2 minutes and leave. Like stay in here for the whole thing. You may get something. And I'm gonna need everybody to comment back and forth. I love it when people watch and comment because it's boring when you're talking and nobody says nothing back. Because then you feel like you're wasting your time because nobody's saying nothing back. So I like it when people comment back and forth. And my guest to be here at 7:30, 8:30 his time, but it'll be 7:30 my time. So how's everybody doing? I had a really interesting day. And my throat's messed up from eating that peanut butter. Lovely. How's everybody doing? Two people in here. Y'all comment. Let us know where you're watching from. Where are you watching this live feed from? Share it out. Alrighty. We're down to one person again. Man, what a bummer. We need some more people in here. Instead of the same 5 or 6 people. Actually, most of the time we don't even get that. But I was very thankful. Last week's episode had over 10 people, 12 according to Jason. So shout out Jason for catching 12. I only saw 10. Jason caught 12. My mom caught 2. So, 11. So, very thankful for Jason and my awesome guest. I Against No One last week. We played their new Christmas song, and then we played their new hit single, 99. We have both songs playing on rotation on the station. I want everybody to share this live out. Till my guest gets here, I'm going to talk about my website. I'm going to show it to you. Oh man, wish I hadn't ate that. So, oh, we're down to one person again. That's a bummer. At least we got the one. I don't know who you are. Maybe Jason. He's probably listening at work. But usually, if it's Jason, he comments from the YouTube. So we're down to 0. So that tells me you find my live feed boring. Well, one of these days, I'm gonna get this show so popping that people don't want to leave. Like people just stay there and like. And I'll say this. I've had a few episodes that were like that. I had an episode with Jaron Tui. It was Jaron Tui and maybe my boy, aka the Christian rapper Aaron Kyles. I can't remember. I do know Jaron Tui was one of them. And the show was almost 3 hours long. And it probably was 3 hours. And you know what? We still had people that stayed in there and watched the whole entire time. They didn't leave. We 4 or 5 people the whole entire show. which is amazing. I would love to get that back again, to where it's just such a good show, to where people don't leave, don't stay in there for 2 minutes. Oh, this is boring and leave. No, man. Like, I would love to get back to a show like that, like 5 or 6 people, boom, 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 just comment back and forth and have great conversations. That'd be cool. And I wish StreamYard had a way of showing you who's watching, because I'd like to know whether they're watching from my ministry page or YouTube. And I'm sure there's some people that watch that don't want to be shouted out, but I would shout you out if I saw who was watching, because I just like to give people shout outs. I think it's cool. And there's nothing wrong with getting shout outs from somebody's live. I love it when, like, I'm watching somebody, whether it's a friend or somebody famous, whatever, and they shout you out. I think it's cool. I have no problemos whatsoever with that. So I'm looking at my website here. I'm waiting on my guest. He'll be here at 7:30. So I finally put my website as public yesterday. Well, I say public. I finally shared it on Facebook. And up until then, I've been sharing it through Messenger. And I've gotten some feedback from several people about it. I tagged a whole bunch of people yesterday, hoping and praying for some feedback, but nobody left any feedback. So I don't know if people's not seeing that I tagged them in a post, or which I mean, I had 3 people click like on my post, which is great. Shout out to my boy Matt Marshall. Who else? I may have clicked like on my own post. I don't remember. It was Matt Marshall and somebody else, 2 that I remember. But shout out to them. But I didn't get no feedback. I was hoping to get some feedback now that I finally finished with it. Well, I say I'm finished. There's more stuff that I can do. And yeah, there's more stuff I can do. I gotta do. But right now, I wanted to get finished before the end of the year. I've had several months to do it, and man, I ain't gonna lie. Like, there's been days where I was just unmotivated. Um, I just a whole bunch of stuff. I always let stuff get in the way, but now I'm ready to get it finished. I want to get it finished by the end of the year, and I want y'all's feedback. In fact, I'm going to post the link to the website in here in just a minute. Let's see. In fact, I'm going to send that link to myself. I'm going to post it in here. I want people. You ain't got to go look at it right now because it'll take you away from the live, but you can look at it after the live and let me know what you think. Be honest. You ain't gonna hurt my feelings, you know. Let's see. And let me see. I gotta make sure this live is shared out. Henry Threaton, always in the clutch for the verse of the day. He comes on Wednesday nights and gives the verse of the day. So I gotta read this. Verse of the day, therefore, if anyone is in Christ, the new creation has come, the old is gone, the new is here. 2 Corinthians 5:17, NIV, Heavenly Father, thank you for the miracle of new life in Christ. Your word says that if anyone is in Christ, they are a new creation. The old has passed away and the new has come. We praise you for the freedom and forgiveness and fresh beginning you give us through Jesus, Lord. Help us to fully walk in this new idea. Teach us life. Wait, does that say idea? I can't read it because it's blocked right there, the dollar sign. But but shout out to Henry Threaton, always watching the shows, always watching the Wednesday night podcast, always giving the verse of the day. Man, I appreciate you watching, man. You watch more than anybody. I bet you. I'm willing to bet if we had a list of who watched the most, I bet you he would be in the top 3 easy. Of course, Jason and JT is always in here. I can always count on those guys because they're my guys, man. And I'd love to get some more of y'all watching. I always share it to a lot of people. I really don't, most of the time people don't say whether they watch it or not. So I have no idea. but at least they read my message. Like I send it through Messenger all the time. And on Messenger, it shows you when somebody reads your message. I mean, usually when somebody sends me something, I like to reply back. I don't like to ignore it. So, but a lot of people just, for whatever reason, don't. But I'm thankful for those that watch. Y'all are super awesome. I'm thankful for those that share. We always get a bunch of shares. JT always shares. Jason shares. Like I get notifications. I get notifications when stuff is shared. So I see. I see. So I see all you that do it and all you that comment back and forth and watch. I appreciate y'all. And hey, my awesome friend Scott Sessions, he even watches from time to time. A lot of times he don't say nothing, but that's cool. If he don't, as long as he watches, I'm cool with that. So, but I also love the interaction. And so, yeah, man, thank you, Henry. Thank you. I appreciate that, man. That really means a lot. That really does. I appreciate that. I'm glad. I'm glad to know you watch. There may not be a whole lot of people that comment back and forth, and I can always say, and I've never met Henry. I know he's a big follower. And if you ever need to chat, just hit me up, Henry. Message my page, or you can look up Jared Hudson on Facebook. I appreciate that, Henry. That really means a lot. Yeah, that is cool, man. I had a crazy, crazy day. I could have chose to be negative about the day, but I'm going to be positive. I had a good day, other than the crazy part of the day. We'll just leave it at that. God is good. I'm in a good mood. Um, let's see. So, how's everybody doing? I'm fixing to show you my website in just a minute. All right. Excuse me. Man, I got to highlight his comment again. Thank you. I appreciate that. Excuse me. Oh, yeah. Speaking of Jason, 10-year anniversary of Quake Radio. Whoop, whoop. And there's the radio station scrolling at the bottom of the screen there. And you can go to our website, just type in quakeradio.com. So much easy. Just type quakeradio.com. You can find us, find our website, get all the information on there. We got to get an updated picture of JT on there with us. We definitely got to get a picture of JT on there. We got a picture of me, Jason, Mitchell. Well, I don't think we have one of JT. We'll have to make sure. Uh, I won't be on tomorrow night. I'll be at the church with the New Year's Eve celebration. I think JT may be planning to go live. And if you're on here, JT, I'm going to go ahead and let you know. I'm not going to be able to be on a live tomorrow night. I'll be at the church celebrating New Year's. But, and if you can, maybe JT can find him a guest. If anybody wants to come live tomorrow night with JT, I do believe I saw he was posting, he's getting ready for the podcast. So if anybody wants to come live with JT, please do, because, and his wife may come on with him too. Shout out JT with Two Paw Frenchy Kennels and Facing Goliath Rock Show. Facing Goliath JT, and it's got the Bible verse on there. Check that out. He autographed it. Jeremiah 29:11. And that's cool. Get you some merch from JT, Facing Goliath Rock Show. And he's got the Two Paw Frenchy Kennel hats too. It's over there. I'll have to get it a little bit later and show you. But okay, so let's pull this website up. And my guest Phoenixhiphop will be on shortly. Nick Vino is his name. I hope I didn't butcher your name. All right, so I'm going to preview the website. I still got a lot to do. Well, I say I still got a lot to do. Like, I don't have the funds to have a updated, to have a monthly subscription service through GoDaddy. So I'm just using the free website for now. And if you're a business, a church, a ministry, or just an individual, and you want to sponsor my website, I will promote your business, church, your ministry, whatever. I will promote it as long as it ain't nothing like super bad. But like if you want to sponsor my website, I'll gladly promote your business. I'll promote it on all my sites. Hello, Sheila Ashley. How you doing? We got 4 people in here. Great. I'll promote it on my website. I'll promote it on my dozens of social medias. Well, I say dozens. I got a bunch of social medias I run, but there's some I can't post it on. But I'll post it on my ministry page, my personal page, and then in my groups I'm in. So yeah, if you're a business owner, whether you're local or wherever, I will promote your business. Because look, I'm so good at selling stuff, I can sell ice to Eskimos. Shout out to my cousin Todd over street for that. Ever since he told me that when he was a car salesman, I've been using that ever since. But speaking of sales, I got crosses for sale. Holler at me for crosses. These are handmade. They take a lot of time to make. Wood burn a Bible verse on the front, stain it, put clear over the stain. I put my name, my ministry's name on the bottom. I burn it on the bottom and put my initials on there. Anybody wants one, holler at me. I have a few T-shirts left. I don't have a huge set of funds to have like 30 different sizes of T-shirts, but if you want a size, I can get it. Cooners Outdoors. And this is my old style T-shirts. I don't have these available anymore, but I got the new ones that have the new logo. And so I got those for sale. And so, yeah, back to the website. I will, if you would like to sponsor my website, I will promote your business. I will share it out. If you have a church or ministry, I'll gladly do it. I'll make sure your logo is on my website. So I have I have an album of concert photos, and I'm going to make an album for sponsors. So if anybody sponsors, I will have the sponsor logo in the album, and then I'm going to try to have a link to their social medias. If they have a business social media, church social media, whatever, or a website, I'll try to have a link to where they just click the picture or whatever, and it takes them directly to that social media or the website. I've got to figure that out. I know I have one right now for Quake Radio's website. They can click it and it takes them to the radio station where they can listen online, which is cool. And so I want to try to do that for anybody that sponsors, because what your sponsorship would do, it helps me to grow my ministry. It helps me to pay for the monthly bill for the website. So right now I'm just using a free website. And they have different packages. I was just looking at them earlier. One package is like the basic plan, which is like $8 and something a month. It comes with a professional email service, which I don't know if I'll use the email or not. I know right now I'm just going to use my ministry's email because I've got a bunch of emails already, and that's going to be tough to keep up. But I've got my ministry email, which is Coonhurst Outdoors Ministries at hotmail.com. And I've got that. And I also have, cool. And I also have, man, I just got a notification and it messed my train of thought up. Yeah, so, the website. So, right now I don't have a custom domain, and through GoDaddy, the way they get you is you have to pay for a monthly subscription to get a custom domain name. In other words, they don't want you to use the free site. They want you to pay. And obviously that's how they make their money. No telling how much money they make off people, because there's a lot of people that use websites through GoDaddy. So the monthly subscription gets you an email service. It gets you a custom domain name. It gets you a whole bunch of extra features, plus tech support, a bunch of tech support that comes with it, and a whole bunch of other stuff. So right now my website is https blah 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 GoDaddySites.com. It's kind of jumbled up. But when you get that custom domain name, it'll be spiritburning.com, or however I want to put it. But I think I just want to do it spiritburning.com. And I got a huge shout out to ASAP Preach, Ian Barnett, for letting me use his song Spirit Burning as the name on my website here. So shout out to Ian Barnett. He is my favorite Christian rapper. KJ52 and Ian Barnett are my two favorites. I love me some Nicky Gracious too, man. That guy's fire too. And so, but yeah, ASAP Preach, I know all of his, I've got every one of his albums, but one album on CD. And I don't think I have his newest one. There'll be two, but I got like 6 or 7 of his albums on CD. I'm a huge ASAP Preach fan. I can rap that song Spirit Burning backwards and forwards. And thank you, Ian, for letting me use your song name. I asked him. I wanted to make sure because you know how nowadays people, oh no, you took that, no, that's illegal. So yeah, I wanted to make sure, and he's cool. He is awesome. Like I met him, and I ain't gonna lie, I nerded out meeting him. He's pretty cool. So let me flip my phone around. I'm gonna show you my website. All right, so it's supposed to be published. So let's see. All right, I'm not trying to look at the mobile view. All right, let's see. Well, okay, publishing. But I shared it yesterday and posted it. I tagged a whole bunch of people, and I was really hoping somebody would give me some feedback, but I just didn't get none. Which some of them have already given me feedback. But that was before I added all this extra stuff. I added it thanks to my friend Russell Brunson. I don't know if Russell's in here. I wish I had my hat handy. Where's that hat? You know, I don't know where that hat is. I wore it. Oh, there it is over there. Okay, it's way over there. So shout out to Russell Brunson and Brunson Forestry Service. If you need any forestry service, if you need a forester, a certified forester, my guy Russell Brunson at Brunson Forestry Service. Okay, here's a hat right here. There it is, Brunson Forestry Service. You can go give him a like on Facebook. In fact, let's change hats here. Change from dirt track to forestry. Got the old school camo, mossy oak camo. But shout out to Russell. He gave me the idea of adding a counter to my website that shows how many visitors view my website, and it doesn't reset itself. It just keeps counting, keeps going and going. So I added that. I added blue to my website. It's blue because blue is my second favorite color because I drive a blue pickup. And not only that, I just wanted something bright that stands out. I don't like dark websites. I don't like super dark colors, period, unless it's like a dark green. Green's my favorite color. Some blues I like are dark, but I just like bright colors that stand out. My last website I built was red for Race Safe and Fuel Racer. It was a bright red. It was like fire truck red. And so, okay, cool. So my guest is logged in, so I'll add him to the stage in just 1 minute. So let me flip this around before I keep rambling too much. This is my website here. So I made it public yesterday, which it was already public. I just didn't really share it to Facebook until yesterday. And camera 2 facing back. Let me flip this. Okay, there we go. So obviously this is not full screen. I'll have to mess with that later, but this is the preview of the website. There's my logo. Shout out to Ron Southern with Racing Towards Jesus Ministries, announcer and chaplain at Hattiesburg. So shout out Ron Southern for making my logo. I added this background picture. This is of Matty Mullins and the guys at Memphis Mayfire. I saw Memphis Mayfire in concert and met the band. Kellen McGregor. That's Kellen McGregor right there with the beard. That's Matty Mullins, lead singer. So those guys are awesome. I've got my calendar. Now it says no upcoming events, which is a crock because I know I saved in my calendar two show dates. So I don't know why that's not. I've been trying to figure that out. Let's see. All right. So, all right. So my guest is, I think he's in here. Great. I'll bring you up on stage in just 1 second. So this is the About Me section. That's me and Disciple. That is Josiah Prince, the guitarist. He's a legend. That guy's the beast, man. And Kevin Young, the lead singer, he's awesome. I love meeting those guys, man. I ain't gonna lie, I nerded out. But this is a story of how the website got started. Shout out to my brother in Christ, Cliff Walker, for going to that show with me. Now, I filmed the whole entire show, and this is the whole entire Disciple concert right here. And it looks backwards on my. Yeah, let me see. Maybe I need to change my camera view. Is it backwards for y'all? I hope not. It looks backwards on my end. Let me try this. Yeah, it looks backwards on my end. Maybe it's not backwards on y'all's end. Let me make sure my camera is. Anyways, let's just keep scrolling down. The video is not blurry, by the way. It's in 4K HD. I filmed it with a cell phone. It just looks blurry on the website. Now, this is the social media links to my YouTube and my ministry page. And these are concert photos. So that's Ian Barnett. That is ASAP Preach. That's my guy. He's the one that let me use the name of his song. So I met him at Outreach at the Beach. That's the story of how I met him. So this is my concert photos. Hey, Jason Katz. That's my friend right there. But this is the Christian rock concert photos. This is Memphis Mayfire. So I've got this album that scrolls when you go there. The album scrolls by itself after so many seconds, which is cool. This is photos like Vinyl Music Hall is where they did the show. It's a kind of a secular venue. Pretty cool. And then boom, look there, Jason, QuakeRadio.com. They can scan that QR code and go to the website. So I got the Quake Radio banner there, concert photos. I got all kind of cool stuff on my website. This is a band called Nevertell. They were cool. They were a secular band. You could just tell by the way they talked. They were not Christian, but they were still a good band. And that is a band, or no, If Not For Me, excuse me. If Not For Me, that's them. Nevertell was the first band. If Not For Me was like the second, either second or I don't remember. And then Rain City Drive was the headliner. Well, not the headliner, but the headliner of the three bands. Then Memphis Mayfire rocked out. And that's me and the band. I got to meet them. There's my logo, Spirit Burning. And then, of course, there's the Bible verse, Psalm 95:1. So that was cool. And then, let's see. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, the Bible verse for that. Yeah, Psalm 95, new version. Come, let us sing for joy to the Lord. Let us shout. Oh, shoot, where'd it go? Go back. Let us shout aloud to the rock of our salvation. Let us come before him with thanksgiving and extol him with music and song. And then, of course, I got the video of the month segment, and that is not blurry. Just my computer has the thumbnail blurry for whatever reason. But this is for any artist to win video of the month. And I don't know why it's not showing my guest in there. He says he's in there. Okay. I'll have to make sure he's in. And video of the month, that's for any Christian rock artist. And I'm going to have a contest to let the fans vote and decide. It can be a new video, can be an old video. I guess new videos would be better, but either one, as long as it's an official video or a lyric video, either one. But it can't be just a picture in the background. It's got to be an actual video, like a lyric video or official video. If you win, you'll be featured. So this month's featured winner is Makor with their new video, War Cry. And my guest actually filmed this music video for these guys. So he's good friends with them. He filmed the video. Subscribe for show alerts. I got to figure that out, but that's up there. New products coming soon. Yeah, maybe one day if I get blessed enough with some extra funds, I'll have shirts and hats, but that'll come later. And look, visitor counter. Look at there, 20 people. That's amazing. 20 people have viewed that website since I put that calendar up. Wow. So that's cool. A lot of people looked at it. I didn't get no messages or feedback, but hey, I appreciate it though. I wasn't expecting 20 because it was like 4 before I posted that yesterday. So that's cool. Let me flip this back around and try to get my guest in here. All right, why is it not showing him as a guest? Uh, okay, he said he just logged on. Okay, cool. You in studio. All right, so I need to look up. Let me go to Amazon here. I got to look up his music, and I got to make sure I get something downloaded. I love his music. I'm fairly new to his music. But shout out to Joshua Redden for hooking me up with Phoenixhiphop. And yes, you can go on Facebook and search Phoenixhiphop. Uh, let's see. Okay. All right. Let's see. All right. So let me resend you the link there. Oh, okay. I see what it is. That's what it is. Okay. Yeah. So he clicked the Facebook share the story. I mean the Facebook event. Okay. My bad. I'm sorry on that. That's my fault. I sent him the. Okay. So he'll be in here shortly. And once he gets in here, the background will change to the picture of the flyer. But yeah, that's my website. I would love some feedback. Be honest. If you don't like the colors, if you would change this, change that, just let me know. But just don't. Yeah, I'm all for honesty, but just don't be like brutal. Like this thing sucks. Like this. No, just give me some constructive criticism, feedback, that kind of thing. Shout out to so many artists I've sent this website to. Let's see, Devin Williams. Let's see who else. Joshua Redden. Let's see who else. How Longview of To Fight For. How Longview gave me some awesome feedback. Oh, there we go.
Hey,
What up,
what's going on, man?
man? I hate I confused you on that link.
It's okay. It's all good. I always neat to hear you talk and like give a little bit of breakdown of stuff and whatnot. It was great. So
Okay, great. So yeah, this is cool, man. So I wanted to do a special New Year's episode because this will be the last show of the year. So this is cool that this is the last show of the year, and then you get to end it out. So
that's awesome. I'm honored.
And then so I've done 101 of these, and the last one, a huge shout out to the guys at Eye Against No One. Eye Against No One, Doug and Douglas came on. Douglas had mouth surgery, so he couldn't talk much. And then Jason, the Quake Radio, Jason was still in here watching. Jason was on here, so that was super awesome. Definitely in my top episodes list. And now we have, hold on, let's see. Nick Vino, is that correct?
That's the government name, right? Right.
Okay, cool. AKA Phoenixhiphop. So tell people who you are, where you're from, what you do.
Sure. So I am me, but a little bit of rap, a little bit of rock, a cool fusion of it. Think like Rage Against the Machine, Linkin Park, POD, Project 86, that kind of feel. I am the vocalist, guitar player. I'm a solo act most cases, but I have a really cool eclectic group of musicians that play behind me for other things. I record at a local studio in my area. I'm from Pennsylvania, so to give people like an idea of where I'm from. And there's a studio. I have a home studio I work on, but then I have another close studio that we go to. And Joe Loftus, or JL Studios, Joe Loftus is the owner. He plays bass on what we work on, and also contributes to a lot of the other pieces. I write some keys and whatnot. He's a phenomenal keyboard player, so he throws in the mix. And then another gentleman, Len Spinelli, who has his own project and his own amount of stuff that he plays on. He does drums and some key work with me as well too, and depends on the event, when and where we play, if we're looking to have something full band or solo. So
wow, that is awesome. So how long have you been doing music?
Since 1997. So been a couple of years. So
man, so you've been doing it ever since Moby Dick was a sardine.
Nice. A while. Fun.
Hey, that's good. So when did you come up with Phoenixhiphop? How did that name come about?
So it's funny. That's kind of a newer name. So I started off as just Phoenix, and there was so much out there that was using that name and similar terms, and we ended up in like 2000 having like some noticing some bigger things, bigger shows. And it started to get to the point where people were like pirating the early music, and I was getting interviews for a band. Well, what they thought was me, but it was another band that was signed to Astroworks. So that band and label decided to send a cease and desist letter. It's like, hey, we own this name. You can't use it. And I was like, well, listen, it's my stage name. It's tattooed on my arm. It's not going to go anywhere, but I needed to give the project a new name. And the funny thing was, at that point, I was still a solo artist, but I wanted to be, I knew that I wanted to branch out. It was very hip hop oriented. And I wanted it to be more of a band than just a single artist. So it was neat. Like, okay, so this is the project's name. I'm Phoenix. I'm that's always going to be that way. People assume that way, but Phoenixhiphop is what it is. And it sometimes leaves some people somewhat confused because there's some heavy stuff, but I almost like that. It's kind of like a little trick, and we just say, oh, by the way, we throw this in there, hey, making sure you guys are awake in the crowd. So,
wow, that's awesome. Let's see. So I made sure and gave you a follow on Amazon Music.
Thank you.
So
yeah, it's up there. It's on all the social media. So go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay, good. So so if y'all use Amazon Music, which the only time I ever use Amazon, I don't like Amazon otherwise, but I will say this: Amazon is good on music, and so I use Amazon Music because I can buy and download songs from artists, and the artists make a little bit of money.
Yeah, a lot of the other streaming sites, which we're on there too, Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, but the royalty side of it, I'm not gonna lie, it is what it is, but I don't really make any royalties or any money per se on those streams. All that, I mean, it's been low, but these songs that are out now, they're newer, and they haven't really been out all that long. So, that's part of it, but enough attention, and that's cool. I'm glad there's a lot of people in a little niche that like it, but we're sitting on a lot of music. So, there's a lot to still to put out. So, and still even recording new stuff as we speak now. So
that's awesome. And so I downloaded this new song. I'm going to play it. It's Prison Phenom. Is that how you say it?
Prison Phenomenon. Like when you hear a musical piece and you're like, oh, this is so cool. You get goosebumps. That feeling that is called prison phenomenon. That's actually what it is. So
Very cool. I did not know that. That is awesome. Okay, so I'm going to hit play on this, and I want everybody listening to tell me what you think. And let's hit that play button. This is Prison Phenomenon. And now, who's the other artist that's on there with you?
You know what's funny? He's here. Nija.
Oh, cool.
We're talking about Prison Phenomenon. He's about to play it, and he just asked who's the other artist on it. So right here, this is Nija, aka the comeback kid.
Okay, so where do they find his music on social media?
So where they're asking, where can they find your music on social media? So what's the best?
Well, I don't have it ready for stream yet, but you know, when I get it right, it will. Okay. Yeah, not yet though. But the FKO stuff is everywhere.
Yeah, so there's another project that we're part of. Me, this gentleman, and another guy who's sitting right there. I'm going to tell him come here. So we have a project called FKO, Frontliners King of Tainment, and that's on YouTube. It's on all the Apple Music. It's on all the streaming services as well, and that's out there. So this is Ron, aka Vision.
What up, Vision?
Yeah, so
that's awesome.
And
I don't know how you're hearing anything right now. It's loud around.
Oh, it's great in the headset. So okay. Yeah, so but yeah, so they both all have their music, and this guy right here, man, phenomenal bass player, metalhead, really good lyricist. So multiple genres of music. So yeah,
that's awesome. In other words, he's so good he can do it backwards blindfolded.
Nice. I love the analogies, man. That's so cool.
Yeah. So okay. So let's hit play on this song, and everybody watching. First, y'all share this live out. Tag your friends. We need more than just 2 people in here. We need 10 people, and share this out and leave your feedback on this song.
Music is alive. I come alive when I hear it go. My own beats and I'm risen well forward. Nothing brings me to life like a melody. Breathe it in, driving me to fighting my identity. Set the state of ICU, glancing at my surroundings and my thought I'm fading too. Suddenly healing as I'm bleeding through. Screaming to anyone that hears that music is my vehicle. Use as my tool, turn the patience in the pool. Cover the grotesque blood and drool. Paint a picture to listener, trying to play it cool. Do meanings in all that I say and do. That's the surface, scratch deeper, and I promise you get schooled. I come alive when I hear a chord. My own beats and I'm risen well forward. Nothing brings me to life like the melody. Breathe it in, driving me to fighting my identity. I come alive when I hear a chord. My own beats and I'm risen well forward. Nothing brings me to life like the melody. Breathe it in, driving me to fighting my identity. Let me commence, we're left up to regroup. Defeated and educated in one fell swoop. Swoosh, nothing but net, NBA hoops. Assemble the troops, Iron Man, drop ship, air group. Hit the ground so hard that you get stuck in a loop. Perch from while I slowly recruit. Call me branded as a stand like the crow on a snoop. Got bars for days like my name was Snoop. I come alive when I hear a chord. My own beats and I'm risen word forward. Nothing brings me to life like the melody. Breathe it in, driving me to fighting my identity. I come alive when I hear a chord. My own beats and I'm risen word forward. Nothing brings me to life like the melody. Breathe it in, driving me to fighting my identity. Spit this fire, chicken soup for your soul. Warming you, warning you, it will burn your hole. was off the way the verse beat on the notes. The 808 got me tweaking like a fiend on dope. I come alive, brought the cross like the king of hope. Just a walking jukebox till the day I croak. Come alive in air pies, turn me up in coke. Catch a vibe and disappear like my melanin's cloak. The music's wild, just enjoying the smoke. It's how I cope. I come alive when I hear a chord. My heart beats and I'm risen word for word. Nothing brings me to life like the melody. Breathing in, driving me to finding my identity. I come alive when I hear a chord. My heart beats and I'm risen word for word. Nothing brings me to life like the melody. Breathing in, driving me to finding my identity.
Woo, man. Now that I'm gonna be real with you. That is so fire. Call the fire department. Like,
Nice, thank you.
like I'm telling you, if you ever hear me say a song, it's so fire. Call the fire department. You take that to the bank because that's a good song.
Very cool.
Yeah,
Very
that
cool.
is. I thoroughly enjoyed that, and that was my first time hearing it. Super amazing song, and I love Nigel's part in there too. Bars for days, like that made Eminem look like a baby rapper.
Oh man.
Yeah, that was cool as grits right there. So y'all let us know, what did you think of that song? That is Prison Phenomenon, Phoenix Hip Hop featuring Nigel.
Yeah, press B.
Man, that was awesome. So how's everybody doing tonight? Y'all comment, let us know where you're watching from.
No time.
Let's see. I gotta get this shared out. I gotta share this to a bunch of people. Let's see. Uh-oh. He got kicked out. He'll be back. I'm making sure a lot of people see this live. I gotta share this out with a whole bunch of people up into the studio and stage. There he is.
I don't know what happened there. Watch you guys.
see.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's all right. All right. I just sent this to, let's see. All right, cool. And I gotta share this one more place. Let's see. I gotta share this to my personal page so I can tag you also.
Thank you, bro. Seriously, so cool for the help and just spreading it. You know, just getting it out there. So.
And you know,
I gotta tell my
something's got to happen. I don't know. I don't know how. I just know that if the Lord wills it, it'll happen. And that's loud. So I want the original plan. I want this to work out. I want this to work out so bad between my core headlining, Matt Sassano second, and then you're on the list. I think that still needs to happen. I don't know I don't know when, and I'm not one of those speak it into existence kind of people, but I'll just say this: if it's the Lord's will, it'll happen.
I get you, man, and I am kind of the speak it into existence type. You know, like you say that even in the idea of positivity. You know, like you say, oh, it's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. What's going to happen? It's never going to happen. You know,
That's right.
But if you say it will, the thing is for us and me and Mafor, talking about my guys there, I love them. I'm like an honorary second, extra member to the group. We've been there, we've done that, we've played together, and I appreciate their ministry, everything they do in all iterations of those guys, new members coming and going, all of them have left a mark on me, even to the current lineup. And I appreciate them so much. I don't look at them as just like another band. I look at them as family. So that means a lot. And to be out on the road with them and doing more stuff would be phenomenal. There's even been times, and I'll say this out loud, that because I'm, want it to happen, where we would sit down and I would even be playing guitar with them on a couple other things. So there's some of that idea there. And Josh really is, the singer of Makor, really wanted to, push something like that. Like we would even possibly maybe some point down the road co-write an album together with like both of our creative ideas on it. And I'm down for that 110%. And, that's always been the synergy that we've had, with the faith and the music combined, the creativity. And then they introduced me to Matt Sassano. And me and Matt have had very few words, only a couple small little conversations here and there. And I appreciate everything that he's doing, love his music. So I think he would be a great add to it. I really, really do. So.
And, I like the way you think. I guess I might as well just throw myself in the speaking to existence category because, like, I'm not one of those. I think I may have worded that wrong. Like some people, like what's the weird word? Name it, claim it, prosperity. I ain't that. But speaking into existence, I can roll with that because if you speak positive, positive's gonna come out.
Amen to that, man. What you speak out will come back to you. That's definite. So, and having the mic piece at the second to say, like, Josh, if you hear this, buddy, here's an encouragement. Let's do this. Matt, if you hear this, here's an encouragement. Let's do this. And there's other people that I would love to network with and work with and play shows with. A little while back, I had like an idea to try to do a viral campaign kind of thing, and I was putting it out there. Because I'm on both sides of the spectrum with sound. I love rock and roll. I love hip hop. And other music forms. But that's kind of the things I put out. And on the hip hop side of it, man, two artists continuously blow me away and keep going. I have the guys that I'll call like my musical inspiration, like Jeremiah Dirt. Probably most people don't know him, and they should. Honestly, as MCs, John Rubin, I look up to Rubin, and we've crossed paths together. I love what he does. I was, always a huge fan of both of those guys and talk about them and kind of maybe working on some things there. But going to like a more mainstream, listen, at one point, and I still think they kind of run the faith-based hip-hop stuff. Listen, Andy Mineo and NF, both of them, like the power behind them, the emotion, the passion, the lyricism, amazing.
Oh,
so yeah,
I've never seen NF in concert, but I've seen Andy Mineo at least 3 times.
Andy's a man.
And Andy Mineo, he's like KJ5 too. He makes Eminem look like a baby rapper. Like Eminem wishes he could be as good as those two. And I can remember at one of the winter jams that I saw Andy Mineo at. I got the whole entire concert on my YouTube. So if you go to Coon Hunters Outdoors Ministries YouTube, you can find the concert where I filmed Andy Mineo. And it was one of his most over-the-top shows I've seen. Like, as far as production and as far as everything was, like, super fancy, over-the-top, like, boom, in your face. And that was, like, 2 years ago or whenever it was. He was last on Winter Jam. And he's from New York. And he is very talented. Now, NF, I ain't got nothing bad to say about NF. He does a super awesome. And, I don't know if NF considers himself a Christian rapper. I know he's a Christian. And so, in his music, I ain't got nothing negative about NF's music.
Yeah, categorizing gets me, and even if they call him a Christian rapper or they don't, or he doesn't say it, just listen to his message. It's there. It's kind of like Peter's shadow. When he was so full of the presence of Christ, his shadow simply healed. It's the same concept of the Holy Ghost. You know, the Spirit's in you. Your words, what you're supposed to say. If you're supposed to say it, He's going to give it to you. If you're supposed to sit there and say nothing, you're gonna zip up, and He's still gonna work. It doesn't matter. So, but yeah, I mean, behind those two, I was posting for a minute, like, you know, like NF. Andy Mineo Phoenixhiphop tour, like, you know, that would have been fun. So, you know, and there's other artists. I mean, guys that I love, you know, right now here, some just to throw it out there, so maybe other people can, you know, check it out, because sometimes they don't know what's going on. But I've always been a POD fan my entire life. Love those guys, you know, from like, you know, beginning albums like Snuff the Punk and Brown that people don't even know exist for them. Now, Sonny, the lead singer, Sonny just put out his own solo hip hop reggae album. So, and it's so good, absolutely so good.
Oh,
so,
I gotta hear it, because Sonny Sandoval, like, I've never met him, and most people don't know that POD is a Christian rock band. But if you look up what POD stands for, it stands for Payable on Death, which is Jesus dying on the cross. And so the price Jesus paid for it, and I love POD. That is one of my bucket list bands to see in concert. I would love to meet them, but sadly, I think the ticket would be so expensive you couldn't afford to meet them.
It's not too bad, man. They play a lot of good places, and it's not too ridiculous.
Really? Okay.
You know, I mean, right now they're overseas. I'm pretty sure they're touring with Demon Hunter right now.
Ooh.
Which, there's another one. And Demon Hunter just brought Living Sacrifice, which is another band, not my vein of music, but man, like the Hammering Process, that's a phenomenal album. Or, you know, like Conceived in Fire. You know, there's some older ones for people that are looking for something good. But yeah, that was they were, you know, I remember way back in the day, I saw a POD, Living Sacrifice, and Spoken show. That was so good.
Oh man, did you get to meet any of them?
Spoken. Oh yeah. Well, I've met POD quite a few times. And you know, once got to get on stage with those guys. That was a long time ago at a festival that's debunked now, called Purple Door. But that was phenomenal. They're good people, really good people. So
that is awesome. Yeah. So I take it you're a massive POD fan. That sounds awesome.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. Got all their stuff, got all the music. You know, throw some covers in there with it every now and then. You know, it's I like everything that those guys do. I mean, you know, and you can't even say I got a favorite album. They're all that good in my opinion. So.
Oh man, yes. So, hey Erica. So my all-time favorite bands are, as far as Christian goes, Newsboys. Sadly, the Newsboys went through what they went through recently, but the Newsboys, 12 Stones, which 12 Stones is not a Christian band.
They're a great band, though.
But I love 12 Stones. They're Paul McCoy, the lead singer. I met him. Phenomenal guy. Eric Weaver, the guitarist, he's awesome. And then Stryper and Red. Stryper and Red are my all two current favorites. And I love Disciple. I'm a huge fan. I love Sunday Slumber. I'm on the Sunday Slumber Street team. Nine Lashes, another one. A Rusty Ship, I'm a huge fan of theirs. But as far as the top favorite, Stryper and Red. And Stryper just released I got this, the Soldiers Under Command that was redone at Spirit House Studios. I got that. And then Red now, I just recently found these on eBay. These are super rare albums, but this is the End of Silence 10th Anniversary Edition. Very rare. Like, I've never seen one of these until eBay the other day. And then, of course, the End of Silence Deluxe Edition that comes with a CD, which is awesome. I mean, it comes with a DVD, excuse me. I collect CDs. And then, of course, the Innocence and Instinct album with the DVD. and I've got every other album they've ever done. I've got the super hardest album that I had to find, besides some of these, was a Release the Panic Deluxe Edition, and I couldn't find it new on the internet anywhere. I searched for hours, and so I had to buy it used from eBay. But whoever the seller was took real good care of the CD and the package, so I got the deluxe edition that was used. But
Nice.
yeah, Red, I've seen them 4 times in concert. They put on a phenomenal show. And then I got to meet Michael Barnes and the band the last show they did. Now, are you a fan of acoustic music?
Yeah, yeah. And ironically, man, myself personally, I have an EP that I did just a few years back. It was right before COVID kind of smacked, hit everything. And there's four tracks on there. One's a cover. I'm a Dashboard Confessional fan. I really like those guys. I have a cover of Hands Down on there, and then 3 originals that I still do from time to time out live. So yeah.
Wow, that's awesome. So I've never been big into acoustic until I saw Red on the acoustic tour. And they, most of the time when you think acoustic, you just think somebody there just strumming a guitar and that's it. Oh no, these guys took it to a whole nother level.
Did they have like orchestral stuff and whatnot with it?
Oh look, they had the full instruments. It was just not plugged up to amplifiers. Like they had a real set of drums. They had an acoustic guitar. They didn't have no electric guitar, but they had all these other instruments they were using. And it sounded, I've never heard anything like it ever. And I listened to a lot of music. And that's the only band I've ever heard that done it that way. And the one who opened for them was Keith Wallen, the lead guitarist for Breaking Benjamin. Yeah. And he did an acoustic show, and he was great, man. I loved his music. And I met him after the show, and he was super nice to me. And then I had this whole long experience about meeting him was awesome. But the way Red did it, like the drums were a little bit different than a normal hard rock set of drums, but they still had drums. They still had every band member had an instrument, but it just wasn't electrified. And that was quite the experience. And when you did the VIP meet and greet, you got to do and sadly I got there late because my GPS took me to the wrong location. But when I finally got there, I had just a few minutes to meet the band and talk with them. And like they did like a 2 or 3 song set beforehand. And then only the ones that did the VIP get to see this. And then later is when they did the full show. And I gotta say, that was impressive.
That's cool. Yeah, though, talking about acoustic, I've seen a few shows and bands that have stripped it down, but one of the best ones I saw, Blindside, had done an acoustic set at like a generator stage at Cornerstone, a festival in Peoria, Illinois. It's defunct now, but that was just so cool to see those stripped down versions of the songs. It was so good. And I've seen a lot that you mentioned about Breaking Benjamin. They're from my hometown. They're from here. So and listen, not bragging, to just talk about how good some of the guys are. Ben, the singer, would regularly come in where I worked. And had actually like talked with us quite a bit. I'm not personal friends with him or anything. I don't really know him. There's a lot of different outlooks on him. I think he's a good guy. And Chad Saliga, who was their drummer, not their main drummer, but their drummer for quite some time, is a good friend. And we've done some stuff together. He's come out, played a few shows like sit-ins. And it's just cool guys. And Aaron, their bass player, he is a teacher out at one of the local music stores that I'm the people. So good. The guy's name is Wayne that owns it. And they had me up there a bunch of times to like play and do whatnot. And Aaron's always been such a nice guy. So they're good people. They're definitely good people. So.
That's awesome. And Erica says, "Hey, Nick," and Jason says this. So I highlighted Jason's comment. He said, "Did I just hear Peoria, Illinois, my old stomping ground?"
Nice. Well, if that's his own
That's
stop,
awesome.
man, that makes me think if that's his old stomping grounds, did he ever make it to Cornerstone?
Oh yeah. Jason, did you make it to Cornerstone? Let's see. Let me do this. I'm going to my is. All right, I'm going to post the link to your Facebook. Let's see. Boom. And then I'm going to copy. And all right, so there's a link to your Facebook there in the comment section. I'm going to highlight that. And then I'm going to go in here when we do a scrolling banner. And I'm going to post this in the scrolling banners so people can go like your Facebook.
Yeah, and if anybody wants to go to the main website, it's just, and for that matter, if you're looking for anything related to the music, Phoenixhiphop in one word, just together, the like Google searches and things like that are going to want to change it. But one word, Phoenixhiphop. You can also go to phoenixhiphop.com. And get a look at that, everything we've got going on. There's no shows booked at the minute, but we're working on some stuff. This year was really quiet. We only had a couple just because of some live stuff. But I played the Road to Warped Tour at the Ritz in Scranton, and one other show at a club in Philadelphia. But we're going to be Jersey, New York. There's a couple things we're working on with that. We're going to be back in Philadelphia. There's something that I'm trying to pan out now that we might end up down the Florida way. So, and hey, who knows? Like you were saying, maybe we'll make it to Alabama. So,
oh, that'd be great. And Justin says, I highlighted his comment. He says, I found Jesus after Cornerstone existed. And then he says, I've been to Audio Feed a few times.
Audio Feed is awesome. If you go to Audio Feed, Jason, Dirt, who I mentioned earlier, Jeremiah Dirt, is always down there. If you have not checked this set out, you need to. He's killer. So that's awesome. And it's good to hear, I'm sad you missed Cornerstone. It is an experience that, I have not found duplicated at any festival. And some of it was good, some of it was bad because you're out camping in a dust bowl, but I'd kill for those festivals to be back. And there's some that capture it. There's Agape Fest that has a real big feel like that. I was at it last year. Mockor played that. I didn't make it this year. I'm hoping to play next year. So Agape Fest, if you catch this, hey, here's my official, self-invitation. Book me.
Book him for Kingdom Come Festival, KCF.
I'll take it. Let's do it. While we're at that, let's mention them all. Uprise, come on, Bubba, you can book me, my man. I would love that. Let's do that. Hey, Winter Jam, if you need an opener for that, I'm in.
Yes.
So.
I tell you what, man, Winter Jam, I go every year. It's the largest Christian music tour in the world. I wish they would add more rock artists, but at least they have some. They have Disciple this year, which is phenomenal. I love Disciple. Kevin Young is awesome. I've met Josiah Prince twice. He's cool. I've seen Disciple twice. They're awesome.
I had a couple conversations with Kevin because, at one point in time, I had, I had taken a stroke. I had lost a good amount of my vocal ability. One side of my vocal cords ended up paralyzed. Therapy and a lot of stuff got it fixed. A lot of vocal lessons. But I had gone to Kevin and it was like, listen, I want your technique. I want to know your ability to effortlessly change because I've seen them live and what you hear on the CD is what you get live. That man can really bring it to the table when with the vocal power. And it was funny because I expected to get some crazy wisdom. He's like, I don't know. I kind of just do it. And I was like, that was it, So, but yeah, he definitely has his technique, So, a really, really good vocalist, really good. So,
well, I sure hate to hear you had a stroke. That's horrible.
Yeah, it was a micro stroke. It didn't get me. I'm still walking and talking, so thank God for that one. So,
Praise the roof, praise God.
amen.
Man, that's I don't wish those on nobody. I had a friend, I got a friend named Ryan Lee, who's a country singer, and he had a TIA mini stroke, and that was just scary. And he was telling me about it. I can't imagine what he went through. But if anybody likes country music, look up Ryan Lee on Facebook. He's got a YouTube and an artist page. And then I know another guy, a race car driver. I know. I'm trying to think of his name. I think he had one, but he's back in a race car. So God's good.
Amen to that, man. Amen to that.
It was up there.
So,
and I walked in and I was like,
where can people book you at your website, phoenixhiphop.com?
Yep, phoenixhiphop.com. And there's a direct email for booking on there. You can just send a request if you're interested. Come out to a show. If you see me at a show, by all means, you can ask there. I handle the booking, so I don't have an agency or anything like that. So you guys could definitely reach out, anything for that matter. If you want to message me on Facebook or whatnot. But the best bet, guaranteed response, all that, go to the website, use the email from there. So,
okay, cool. So I'm going to post your website. That way people can go to the website, phoenixhiphop.com, right?
Yep.
All right, let's see.
Not working line. I was the only one. I walked in there like,
oh, you stupid web browser. Okay, let's see. PHOEX. Yeah. All right. And let's see. Wait. Did I spell that wrong? Oh, yes, I did. Whoa, I put 2.coms in there. Man, I'm slipping.
Typos happen.
Let's see. Phoenix, wait, AZ hip hop? No, that's not it. Representing Volcano Rap Worldwide. Nope, that's not the right. I typed in phoenixhiphop.com and it took me to phoenixazhiphop.com.
No.
Or better yet, is okay, do you have your website listed on your Facebook?
Yes, it's on there. Yep.
All right, so let me go to your Facebook here. I don't know why Google's it's doing like the government and I wanted to work. Oh, there it is right there. Phoenixhiphop.com. Booyah. It says warning, potential security risk ahead. Oh no, I'm going straight to it. And accept the risk and continue.
That's weird.
Oh, it says account suspended. Please contact your support team for further assistance.
Strange. All right, I'm gonna have to get that fixed. But weird. Okay.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
glad,
If anybody's looking, go to Facebook for now. So we'll get that fixed. I don't know what's going on there, but
Yeah.
wow, that's strange. Okay, yeah, I'm glad I discovered that before something bad.
we host through Bluehost, so maybe something happened with it. I'll have to check with them. So okay.
But every day, public.
So, how long have you known Joshua and the guys at Machor?
Oh, quite a long. Before they were Machor, there was a different band that Josh was part of with most of the family and members that play. So we're going back to 2006 probably. So.
Oh wow.
Like I agree. That's great.
so now,
You thought you were right?
No, my brother, my brother kept calling me that. So when I told somebody a little lighter than me, that's when I just thought they were. I didn't.
I still got you there, Jared. It looked like it froze.
I don't know what else to tell you.
Okay, now I'm back.
Okay, cool.
So I'm gonna play their hit song "War Cry," and you were telling me that you filmed the music video, so talk about that.
Oh, that was a blast, actually. So, I mean, I've been offered a lot of options to do videos for those guys, and then we took a little bit of a break. They branched out and did a couple others and came back and said, listen, we want you to shoot the footage. I didn't edit it. That's all those guys on this one, you know, and just did the shooting. But it was such fun to do it. Every time that I get the option, there's other bands I've done stuff with, and no complaints. It's still fun, but just something with those guys, you know, knowing the end goal and what they're trying to do and the message they're trying to put out. Yeah. Love working with them and the creativity that was there. So there was one specific scene that they were working on, like the encroaching battle, where we like lit off like massive smoke bombs to like fill the whole field with it. And the video was cool. That was neat. But the best thing was the still photos that we got capturing them. Man, so cool.
Really?
So
Oh,
cool.
that's
Yeah.
awesome. I've watched that video a bunch of times. I play the song a lot because I got the album on CD, and plus I have it downloaded on my phone.
Nice.
And the new single, Against the Wall, is good. But I'm going to play War Cry, and like the video is cool, and it's even cooler to know that you filmed the video. So if anybody needs a music video filmed, hit this man up.
Definitely.
I'm good with like, I got a video camera that I use is 4K HD. I film a lot of dirt track races. I do that, and I like to set up on a tripod and film like music shows. But one thing I haven't learned how, and I think it'd be cool, is like to watch you do music videos. Learn that, because that doesn't look easy.
Yeah, it's funny. It was a learning curve at first, but just a couple ideas and trial and errors going through things, and it just kind of snapped. Everybody tells me I never said this one, but they're like, you have the eye to shoot, to get the angles and whatnot. I'm like, I guess I do. I had picked up the cameras to do it from a totally different thing. I was actually doing like wedding stuff and like wedding photos and things of that. And I was like, man, you mess this up one time, you ruin that person's whole event. So I'm going to default. What do? I do music. I'm going to connect it to this. And I started to do little photo shoots for some of my friends' bands and little projects. And, one thing led to another. And here we are. So
what do you call your video shooting? Do you have a name for it?
I don't really have a name, because I really never, I don't have it like set up for a website or an out for hire. It was more of a hobby. And then, the stuff started to come out so good that, it was like word of mouth, and a couple of people were coming back and, like reaching out and saying, hey, you did their video. Could you do ours? And that's how it went. And, like a video a year, maybe I'm at that, level since I started. If there's anybody that's interested, definitely reach out through Facebook and, feel free to put a request in. So, and we can figure out, locations. I travel too.
That's great.
The last video I did was after mock course. Listen, I love these kids. I'm going to talk about them. If you guys have not heard of them, you got to check them out. The Grin Jacks. Their father is in another band we were doing a lot with, Romans Road. Great band. Gotta love the message behind them. The faith is there, and they definitely passed it on to their sons, and that's who's in the band. And I did their video for a song called Platform. So Grin Jack's Platform, you should check it out. We shot it in a quarry, and it was so cool.
Really?
And it's a good song. It's good music, and they just put out another single after that too. So definitely check them out. So
That's awesome. So let me hit play on this, and y'all tell me what you think of this awesome song. I wish I had the music video or play the video.
Nice.
But you can play videos through here also, which is cool. But I don't think there's enough space to do a full 4K video. But if it's like 480, it'll play it. But this is cool. This song, War Cry by My Core. I play this song all the time. Y'all tell me what you think. The enemy's large, we are small. The battle's won. Disappear. Then the end sounds futuristic. Sounds like a spaceship coming by.
I love the sound effects that those guys throw in there. It's so cool. So
yeah, that is awesome. I've been talking to Joshua for a little while now, and one night when I was at the racetrack announcing, I wanted to show him. This is back when I was still trying to get the show at the racetrack, and I wanted to show him around the racetrack, and we video chatted who knows how long on Messenger, and I showed him the racetrack and the whole 9 yards of what I go through. He thought it was cool, and I've even played Warcry on the PA system for the fans, which is cool.
Nice, very nice.
And so, so you have a new song, right, called Titans Destiny?
Yes.
Talk about that.
So it's funny because the video idea and the song don't fully, coincide, but they do. And you're gonna listen to it, and honestly, to really put things almost in layman's terms, I like to write enigmas. I like to write things that people need to read into. This whole song is about about a person needlessly struggling to control his own destiny, because we don't get that. We don't get to, control, everything. And, some people are control freaks. I'm one of them, and you have to learn to let go and let God, it's, that's it. That is really what it's about. Now, the video idea, I'm a nerd, and I have no problem admitting it. I love games. And one of my favorite games, it was my father's favorite game, and it was passed down to me, and I passed it to my son. It's Castlevania. It's a vampire hunting game. And, it's the age-old story of the Belmont family and surrounding always coming back to take out Dracula. And, I have followed it and played every version and every one that's been out there. And, for likes of not getting sued, there is no Castlevania-related characters in the game, but I don the suit of a vampire hunter and go through, the countryside and different locations, taking out the evil, and for everybody that thinks, the hero always wins, right? It's always good that wins, and even in that, you always can't control that, because in your mind, what you think is the bad and the good isn't always how it plays out. And at the end of the battle, the vampire hunter, he might just not make it, or maybe he does. It's left over to interpretation for the person that sees it. But just know this: continue the good fight. Even though fate, even though life, even though the world will try to push you down in that, and when it doesn't go the way you think it's going to go, and you say you're done, that's when God reaches in and says, "Oh, guess what? I'm glad, because now I can take over." Don't do it in your own strength. Do it in His. So.
And when you said let go and let God, I use that a lot. And you're the first person I've heard say that, besides me just saying that. So high five for that. That's cool.
Digital high five, man, definitely.
Yeah, that's cool as grit. So talk about the video. Like you had a bunch of people in the video.
Yeah, it was cool. There's a scare attraction in our area that people can go to, and a bunch of kids basically volunteer, man. And I didn't know that they were going to sign on to join in, but they did. They really did. They were excited to take part of it. And man, I gotta tell you, I don't want to specifically point out any one of them, but they're all on my Facebook page. If you guys go to the video, anybody that watches it wants to go back and follow these guys, because they're all bigger actors and do bigger things than just the scare attraction. They are phenomenal. Not one of them didn't bring their A+ game. It was so cool. Everybody that was involved sold it, 100%, and even to the point where the vampire fight at the end, the main vampire. I mean, we were the oldest of the group, and both of us looked at each other, and it's like, we want this to be real, right? We want to sell it. And he's like, all right, listen, hit me, really hit me, and I'm like, I don't want to hurt you, man. But he's like, I'll be fine. Actors do it all the time. I'm like, unless you're Jackie Chan, I don't know about that. So I was like, all right, well, you know what? If I'm hitting you, then you're hitting me. and he socked me, and I really got him with the whip and threw him off of me. It was a blast. It was like brothers, that were like, all right, we're gonna play fight, and against just a little Rhea. So it was cool. It was cool. They all did such a good job.
Well, I gotta say, it's a good thing Chuck Norris didn't hit you.
No, because I mean, all the Chuck Norris comments, like. I was the one I heard, like, Chuck Norris doesn't go swimming, water just wants to be around him, like that. So yeah.
I'm a huge Chuck Norris nerd. Like, I watch all his movies, TV shows. I know every joke, and one of the better ones, in my favorites list, is Chuck Norris can hit you so hard your blood will bleed.
I've heard a lot of funny ones. I'd love to hear Chuck Norris, just like a one-to-one conversation, like, what's the best one? What's your favorite? So.
If I had to pick a favorite, there's three besides the blood one. One of them is before the Black Eyed Peas met Chuck Norris. They were known as the Peas.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
And then
That's funny.
one of the others is crop circles are Chuck Norris's way of telling the world that sometimes corn needs to lie down. And then let's see. This one's my mom's favorite. My mom's favorite is, it says, when Chuck Norris was going off to college, he looked at his dad and said, "You're the man of the house now."
That's funny. That's funny. Very nice.
And then one last one. When Chuck Norris turned 18, his parents moved out of the house.
That sounds about right.
I wish we could get him to endorse this podcast. That would be cool.
My line is tough.
Never know. Reach out.
I listen to a lot of Christian music. That's about all I listen to. I listen to Christian, country music, country rap, southern rock, and bluegrass. That's about all I listen to. I don't listen to the only mainstream music I listen to is like country or southern rock, something like that. I don't really listen to a lot of that stuff's just garbage. But like one of the stations I listen to is Revocation Radio, which is another Christian station I'll have to get you hooked up with. John Walden is a station owner, and they do a cool thing, and I want to do something similar with Quake Radio. But they do a thing, and you don't hear it very often, but you hear it 2 or 3 times a day on their station. But it'll be the robot voice or whatever, and it says Revocation Radio, the station Chuck Norris and his beard listens to.
That's nice.
That is so catchy.
That is. Yeah, and hey, I'll take any recommendation. If there's another radio station or whatnot that wants to pick it up and wants to have me come and talk, I'm down. So
yeah, and I'll send you their information. So that song I just played of yours, I'm going to get it on the station rotation, and then I want you to send me your new song, the one you did the video for, and I'm going to get that on the rotation too.
I did send you the link. It's in the email at the bottom, so you got that
good.
there. Yeah.
Okay,
Cool.
good. Good. I'm excited. And is there anybody you want to shout out? Anybody you want to thank?
Man, I talked a lot about a lot of the artists that I appreciate. Yeah, I'm drawing a blank, but again, we'll recap. Talking about Josh Makor, Matt Sassano, Jeremiah Dirt, John Rubin, my boys in POD. It's that's about it. And hey, you know what? Big shout out to you, man, for doing this and putting this together. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, I've thoroughly enjoyed this. This has been really good because it's a really good show when you don't care how long the show goes, and that's how good this show has been. Like, it's an hour and 34 minutes. It's been great. So
very cool. Very cool.
Are you looking for sponsors or anything? Anybody to sponsor your music?
Heck yeah. If there's anybody out there that's interested, I am a guitar player by trade, keyboard player. If there's any guitar companies out there, Jackson, hey, I play them, yeah, absolutely. If there's anybody that feels like they're moved to do that or, want me to use a specific product or try it or whatnot, Ibanez picks or, Dunlop picks. Hey,
There you go. Hey, spam them with Phoenixhiphop so they'll. It sounds like you're busier than a one-armed trombone player.
Some days, most definitely some days. I love that
In other
reference.
words, he's so good at the guitar and all this stuff, he could do it backwards blindfolded.
I wish I could, but that'd probably end that, and I would come away with broken appendages. So.
You know what? You know what's gonna be so funny is if you call me tomorrow and like, hey man, you never guess, man. This was all God, man. Like I played the guitar backwards blindfolded. You just don't know, man. I'm like, well, you better show me a video.
Nice, very nice.
And look, that's gonna be the funniest thing ever. And even funnier if you have that on video.
We'll see how that goes. So.
All right. Well, we're getting to the end of the show here. Anybody else you want to thank or anything else you want to say?
Only thing I want to say, because what's tomorrow? Happy New Year to everybody, and that previous Merry Christmas. And remember, every one of you are a present from God. Because just think about it. Think about it. God thought this world needed each and every one of us. We're all little presents to it. So Merry Christmas to each other. Merry Christmas to all of you. Happy New Year. And I hope everybody gets safe into the next year. God bless.
And hey, one more question. I may have already asked you, but what do you call Jesus working out?
Jesus working out?
Yes.
I don't know.
Jehovah Fitness. So look, that's a knee slapper right there.
Nice, very nice.
Look, when I get rich one day, I'm gonna have me a gym called Jehovah Fitness, and when you walk in, it's gonna be a picture of Jesus deadlifting the earth in the background.
Very cool. Very cool.
Hey, look, I appreciate you coming on. We'll see you later.
Thanks, Jared.
Have a good one.
You too, brother.
Hey, that was awesome. So I'm going to end the show here. I appreciate it. That was Nick Vino. Yeah, Nick Vino, a.k.a. Phoenixhiphop. Awesome, awesome, awesome show. Thank you for coming on. Thank you, Jason. Man, we had like 4 or 5 people the whole entire show. That's my kind of show right there. When everybody stays in and does not leave, I appreciate y'all. That means a lot. Y'all have no idea. Happy New Year's, Merry Christmas, Happy Halloween, whatever you want. Speaking of that, I remember. So shout out to my buddy Daniel Reynolds. So I said Happy Halloween just to be silly, but like it may have been my birthday. I can't remember what it was, but Daniel sent me I graduated high school with Daniel, but Daniel, he's one of those people. He's just funny like this. But he sent me a comment for my birthday. He said something like Happy Halloween and Happy Kwanzaa, and just had this whole big random thing. I'm like, what? That doesn't make any sense, but it's funny. So it's cool to be funny, and it's okay to laugh, people. And Chuck Norris can make a slinky go upstairs. So I gotta go. Thank y'all. Thank you, Nick. That was awesome. I gotta get off here. But if anybody wants to sponsor my website, holler at me. It's live. I love your feedback. Appreciate it. And I've got some more stuff to add to it. I've got some stuff that I know needs to be done. So, but any feedback's appreciated. Any constructive criticism. You think the color is too bright, too dark, whatever, just let me know what you think of the website. So we'll see y'all later. Bye.